It says mass deportations now. Mass deportations now.
True. They're destroying the blood of our country. That's what they're doing. They're destroying our country.
Donald Trump made the announcement on his Truth social network that Tom Homan, as his border czar, would be in charge of one of his signature campaign pledges.
And it'll be the largest deportation in the history of our country. And we have no choice.
In practice, Trump's plan will be obstacle-ridden. It's estimated that there are some 11 million people living illegally in the United States, 7 million of whom are known to the government. Nearly 80% of them have lived in the country for a decade or more. Immigrants who are in the country illegally have the right to due process before their removal, and a drastic increase in deportations would likely clog up the courts, which are already beset by backlogs. Trump also plans to use a 1798 wartime statute known as the Alien Enemies Act to rapidly deport alleged gang members, a law that was used during World War I and II to intern people of Japanese, German and Italian descent, and whose use would almost certainly be challenged in court. Trump's plan would furthermore require a huge law enforcement force, massive detention facilities, airplanes to move people, and nations to accept them. The president-elect told NBC News there is no price tag to implement the plan. In practice, the cost is likely to run into the tens or even hundreds of billions of dollars. The implications of such a policy could also fundamentally reshape the country's economic landscape. Unauthorized immigrants represent about 4.8% of the workforce. If the plan targets them, sectors like construction, housing and agriculture will be hit hard.
Trump has won again. We had a reprieve for 4 years, and now he's back. What does that mean? Who knows? It's going to be a huge difference in immigration. It's going to be a huge difference in immigration courts, in family.
What it means for our country. Good to be here and be back.
When it comes to immigration, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are worlds apart. Trump has echoed the words of Adolf Hitler, claiming that immigrants are poisoning the blood of the United States.
And it's true. They're destroying the blood of our country. That's what they're doing. They're destroying our country.
While Harris has shown empathy for asylum seekers.
Most people don't want to leave home. And when they do, it is usually because either they are fleeing some type of harm or they cannot take care of the simple and basic needs of their family by staying where they are.
It's estimated there are some 11 million people living illegally in the U.S., 7 million of whom are known to the government. During his first term as president, Trump enacted travel bans on Muslim-majority countries, implemented a policy of separating children from their families at the southern border, and made some advances reinforcing a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. But if he's elected to a second term, Trump and his allies are promising to go much further, vowing to facilitate mass deportations, using the U.S. military to round up millions of immigrants and send them back to their countries of origin.
And they do come from prisons and mental institutions, and they are terrorists. And we're going to be paying a price, and it'll be the largest deportation in the history of our country.
For her part, Kamala Harris has tried to focus on what she calls root causes of the immigration crisis. As vice president, she traveled to countries such as Guatemala, where she came under some criticism from progressives in her party when she warned would-be migrants that they would be turned back at the border.
I want to be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border. Do not come.
Although it was an issue in her portfolio, Republicans have falsely claimed that Harris served as President Biden's border czar. But they have correctly pointed to a record number of illegal crossings of the U.S.-Mexico border in the last 3 years. However, those numbers have plunged dramatically since June, when President Biden issued an executive order to effectively shut the border to migrants seeking asylum when crossings exceed 2,500.
What's up, wonderful people? I'm called Erin Soita. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Kindly, if you're coming across this video for the first time, I'm requesting you to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe. Hit the subscription button, guys. Hit the subscription button. Hit the subscription button. So guys, if you're coming across this channel and it's your first time that you're coming across this channel, kindly thank you for supporting Irene. Thank you for passing by. Kindly subscribe, comment, share. Let us have an interactive moment down there at the comments section. I'm called Irene ShOCK, and if you are my returning subscriber, I don't take your love for granted. Oh, I love you. Wagwan, wagwan, one love. Yeah, so guys, in this video I wanted to share with you, like, the election just happened recently and in the United States, and you know, one major campaign agenda that was for Trump was to really deport all the illegal immigrants. Yeah, that's what he has vowed to do, you know. And you can see he says, like, all the illegal migrants who are in the United States are the same. They are the same people who are trying to poison the blood of United States. You know, United States, the drugs are a lot in the United States, and it's kind of it's affecting the people of the people who are living in America. I really don't know what you think about it, if really indeed the immigrants, the illegal immigrants, or the people who are living in the United States without clean papers are the one poisoning, or are the ones who are selling drugs who are smuggling drugs into the United States. Do you think it's real, you know? And he said, like, these illegal immigrants, they are criminals in their countries, you know. There are people who have committed crimes in their countries, and they have made their way to the United States. So I really don't know if it's true. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you're saying. And also I've seen that so many people, and you all know that many people who voted Trump in. This is his second term, like, not the second time, this is the second round that he has won the election, and we all know that he really he won the election unexpectedly. People didn't expect that he's going to win, like. And you can see the white people, like the American United States citizens, they came out in large numbers to vote in Donald Trump. And you can see again, like, the percentage of people, like the percent that is supporting Trump to deport the illegal immigrants who lives in the United States. It was at 54%, you know, compared to that one of Kamala. You understand? So people like those who have papers, who do not have papers, the Latinos, you know, Trump doesn't really love Latinos that much, but again, you can see the Latinos came out in large numbers to vote for Trump, you know. So those people, there's a lot of worries in the United States, because Trump is coming for each and everyone who is in United States illegally. He wants to make sure that he stabilizes the economy of America. He wants to make sure that America is great again, because these people who have come to America, they've really taken all the jobs for Americans. So I really don't know if they really taken all the jobs, or they're just fit for the jobs. So guys, kindly comment down there and tell me what you think about Trump's decisions. And this one has really affected Black Americans, Jamaicans, Africans, and all the black Americans who are in the United States, and everyone is just trying to safeguard the little income that they have. You know, I'm sitting on the stone, and it's really paining me. It's really paining me. So guys, I want you to tell me down there. Let's have an interactive moment down there below in the comments, and see what is really going to happen. And oh God, to make it worse, that those people who does not believe in this Trump's regime, in this Trump's government, but Trump wants this government to step up and make sure that they do the rightful. I know you remember he also said that he's going to employ more agents at the border. He's going to put more police or security at the border, more agents, security agents at the border, and he's going to like elongate that wall, Mexico wall, so that I don't know if these people from Mexico, they jump through the wall or what it happens, but he's saying they're going to elongate it. from the size that it is right now. They want to go, and he's going to elongate it again. And you see that the people, especially those Latinos who have already managed to get close to the wall, were now saying like, oh my God, we are not going back to, like the ones from Venezuela. They were saying like, we are not going back. But that's your home. You have to go back. If he says no, it's no. It's your home. You have to go back. You understand? So if he's going to employ more security agents just to make sure that the borders are safe, borders are safe and not crossed by these illegal immigrants, where are you gonna go? There's no way you're gonna go. And we have come across also, we have also seen that during that period when Trump was announced the president, so many people, Google was too busy. So many people were Googling. There are those who want to go to New Zealand. There are those who want to go to Australia, Canada, and UK. And also there are those celebrities that have vowed not to stay in America. Maybe they'll come back when Trump is no longer a sitting president. But things are gonna get hit after the inauguration next year. Things are gonna get hit, because he has vowed to make sure that everyone is deported back to their country. I think if he's gonna be so easy for those people like us who wants to come and visit and come back home, I think he should be easy on us, like on us who just want to come visit, travel, transverse America and come back home, So guys, let's have more videos. I have more videos for you, more reaction from people of different culture, from people from Latinos, from people from Venezuela, from Jamaicans. Let's have their reaction and see what they are still saying. These sentiments from Trump are very, very, very strong, and he believes in his government right now. He has come up with a very, very powerful agenda, and I just hope that everything's gonna be fine. So let us continue watching this reaction from various people who are in America and listen to what they have to say. What do they think about Trump's powerful agenda in America?
More sentimentality, I would have preferred Kamala to win. But what I am really observing, I am really shocked that the American people chose a criminal. A man has 30 counts. I know that couldn't work in Jamaica. That would never happen in Jamaica, but that's the politics. The last time he was president, I know the repercussions with the immigration thing. That a lot of Jamaicans, because most of us over there, so I run away 6 months, I run away. So man, I trim the whole heap. So if you're not American, you may go after a lot of guys, and even those who are there for many years and want to try to get legalized, they may find themselves in trouble.
They came to the conclusion that perhaps it is what the United States has come to. A man with the antecedents of Trump, having won the presidency once, didn't perform well as far as I'm concerned, come back and win it again, it look away. I don't know that it's going to mean anything special for us. I don't think it's going to mean anything special for us. The Democrats lost it. Not necessarily that Trump won it. And in addition to the Democrats losing it, it is an indication that the United States has reached a point at which a man with Trump's antecedents can come back and win again against a lady who, from all appearances, would have made a better manager of the country. But there were some things that I think militated against her. She didn't want it as much as Trump. Fair enough. Trump had to get it. Can't get it. I think that he'll be facing very serious legal consequences.
As a Jamaican, what that means for me, I feel that what he's trying to do, what is he going to go by everybody's house and bust up in their door and ask them for their papers? He's setting us back 200 or 300 years.
I sincerely do believe in all things God are sovereign. God is sovereign. So at the end of the day, Trump has won the presidency, and there are many things that have happened in this election which were surprising. He is the first Republican president to win the popular vote. That has to be acknowledged. I think it says that America said something, they spoke. Whether or not it's what was expected is another question. I saw the comments from media about pollsters wondering why the polls didn't predict how far ahead the level of support that Trump would have received. They really didn't predict that. They underestimated the level of support that he would have received. He is only the second president to win a second term with a gap in between. There's something to be said about that. Everything that was thrown at him, he has overcome. There's something to be said about that. My conclusion in the end, whether or not it's favorable, is it seems he was meant to be president at this time, given all the factors. To be honest with you, I don't feel like I'm informed enough to be able to say definitively how this is going to impact Jamaica. But we do have to care about what happens in America. And one of the things that seems to have helped him to win was the confidence in the impact it would have on the economy. And an American economy winning could also mean for Jamaica an opportunity to win from being able to participate in the financial sector there. So that could be a win for people who strategically leverage through trading, through stocks, being able to partake. We already see the winning stocks today.
Says mass deportations now. Mass deportations now. That is the kind of policy that is alarming, even cruel, even un-American to folks on the left, and that is the intended effect. Someone I spoke to just a moment ago said it's going to make heads explode. And you may wonder, is that where the Republican Party is today? I did a little digging. I can tell you from my reporting during the primary season talking to voters, the answer is absolutely yes. And the answer from pollsters is absolutely yes. 3 out of 4 Republicans want immigration to decline in America, and they believe that immigration brings in drugs, brings in crime, and makes the economy worse, even, quote, reduces social and moral values. On top of that, a full 80% of Republicans, according to CBS News' own polling, agree with Donald Trump when he says that illegal immigration is poisoning the blood of the country.
After Donald Trump's victory, thousands of Americans are planning to pack their bags and move abroad. Google search data shows U.S. citizens are actively researching how to move to Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. Among these people could be Hollywood celebrities like Sharon Stone, Cher, and Jimmy Kimmel, all of whom declared they would leave the country rather than live under a second Trump presidency. Our next report brings you more.
President-elect Donald Trump's victory wasn't a happy ending for everyone after all. While some saw his re-election as a personal win, others expressed fear about America's future and declared the Republicans' triumph a war on women. With Donald Trump set to begin his second presidency next January, scores of Americans are now planning to pack their bags and move to a different country. Recent Google search data shows just that. Americans are worried about Trump's apparent threat to democracy and are now showing interest in moving to Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. As the polls closed in the US East Coast on Election Day, Google searches for move to New Zealand jumped nearly 2,000%. That too, only within 24 hours. Meanwhile, a similar search for Canada surged over 1,200%, and the one for Australia climbed over 800%. A Google official says that after the president-elect's win, searches about migrating to these 3 countries hit an all-time high. America's very same sentiment was also reflected upon New Zealand's immigration website. The site recorded around 25,000 new US-based users the day Donald Trump delivered his victory speech. The same day last year, only 1,500 Americans visited the website. Among the people planning to move abroad is a host of Hollywood celebrities who, before the election, went as far as to declare that they would rather leave than live under Trump's rule. One of them is singer and actor Cher, who said she almost got an ulcer the last time Trump won. Another is actor Sharon Stone, who is considering a house in Italy. Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner also said that if Trump returns to power, she will get out and move to her home country, the United Kingdom. Actor America Ferrera too is planning to start a new life with her husband in the United Kingdom. After the results, a teary-eyed TV host, Jimmy Kimmel, also talked about packing up and exiting the United States, adding a comedic tone to an otherwise serious sentiment. Of course, it's too early to predict how many Americans will actually move abroad and how many will decide to brave a second Trump presidency. But what we do know is that Donald Trump is back, and this time with a more powerful mandate.
The United States. The caravan, which began earlier this week with around 3,000 migrants, has now dwindled to just half after Donald Trump won re-election.
We wanted to get to the United States. Now that Trump won, we do not know what to do. May it be God's will, since we are taking this course, that we have to arrive, even if it is to knock on the door, to see if they open it for us. I don't know what to do anymore, because we left a very terrible regime. Returning to Venezuela is like being shot in the head.
Donald Trump doesn't like Latinos. Donald Trump said he was going to remove all Latinos from the United States, a massive deportation. So now it's going to be harder to get in. There are going to be new laws, new regulations, new rules, and now it's going to be harder for us Latinos to get there.
In his winning speech, the president-elect reiterated his commitment to seal the borders, insisting that only legal immigration would be allowed. The president-elect's plan could further impose limitations on Biden-era programs like humanitarian parole and temporary protected status that temporarily allow some migrants to remain in the United States.
We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country, and we made history for a reason.
For migrants who use social media platforms like Telegram to track the U.S. immigration policies, the election outcome has dampened their hopes severely. Several expressed frustration, with some saying that had there been a woman president like Claudia Sheinbaum, their lives would take a different trajectory.
I wanted them to elect a woman in the United States elections just as we did here. That way they would have seen eye to eye, because Mr. Trump is arbitrary, misogynist, racist.
Now, throughout the campaign, Donald Trump vowed to complete his border wall and deport millions of illegal immigrants. He's even promised to hire an additional 10,000 Border Patrol agents and impose tougher restrictions on asylum.
So in order to meet the goal of hiring 10,000 new agents, we need the agents. We need them badly. And keeping our incredible veteran agents on the force. Don't leave us!
A post-election YouGov survey shows that Donald Trump has the support of 53% of Americans on immigration matters, compared to just 45% for Vice President Kamala Harris. As of now, the reality for migrants remains uncertain as they weigh their next steps, with many deciding to give up on their chances of crossing into the United States.
Hello and welcome to this special edition of Vantage, live from the White House. America is Trump country again. He will be the 47th President of the United States of America. They're live from the White House, soon to be the new residence of Donald Trump. It was also here that Donald Trump brokered the Abraham Accords. So the voters have a legitimate question in their minds. If those presidents could do it, why not Joe Biden? The Arab voters want to punish the Democrats for supporting Israel. Joe Biden's shadow looms large over this election, and Kamala Harris may end up paying the price for it. This Trump hat, it says, President Trump save America. But this hat is made in China. And this is the Chinese interference that Americans must be investigating. But of late, Donald Trump and the Republicans have made some gains. And the biggest reason for that is illegal immigration. This is more than just a march, they say. This is a demand for accountability. The excitement, the tension is palpable. You can see the security presence. You can see the number of police cars, government buildings like these again fenced up. We're at Harvard University, the alma mater of Kamala Harris. As the night progressed, numbers came in thick and fast, and Donald Trump was soon declared.
You are able to see, like, it's really, really scary. People are worried. You know, when something comes and it gets you off guard, you know. And for me, from my side, I may say like maybe again Trump is just trying to, when he talks about mass deportation, what does it mean? This one, I think it means that a thousand people or a million people, when he just say mass deportation, it means like he's going to deport a million people from America. You know, let me tell you something. We believe like America is also, it's when we hear of going to abroad, we believe like this abroad is where we are going to like fulfill our dreams. Is the it's where green pastures are found, the land of honey. That's how we say it here in Kenya, like America is the land of honey, you understand? And we know that most people have tried, even they have died on waters just trying to cross overseas. They're trying to cross to UK, to Europe. They're trying to cross to from Africa to America. Why? Just because of the green pastures, because of the honey, you know. So I think like you know, when Trump say like he's going to have a mass deportation, it does not really mean that he's going to deport his white people. No, he's going to be like to deport most people who have crossed over, who are in the United States with legal papers. You know, I don't think if like you are already a citizen, even if you came from Kenya, you want a green card, and you are already in America, you'll be deported. So long as you have your papers, I don't think if you're gonna be deported. So the people who are going to be deported are those people who manage to cross over to the United States and they're legally there. You understand? As you can see, they insist that the illegal immigrants are the ones who are poisoning American blood. They're criminals. They're the ones who are worsening the situation in America, even the economy. What does that say? Like, you know, I'm saying like maybe this is going to affect our sisters and brothers who live in the Caribbean countries like Jamaica, Haitian, and they're not talking about how like the country like Haitian, how affected it is. Right now the country is under war. So when you say like you're gonna deport these people like the Haitian, where do you want them to go? Where will the aeroplane land? You know, so this one is going to affect my people in Caribbean, my sisters and my black brothers and sisters from Africa. You know, he's targeting Africa. They think like when the blacks have settled in America, we are planning to colonize them or something. We aren't trying to colonize them. We are just going there to look for green pastures and come back to Kenya, to African countries and just build something. Those one will go to Caribbean countries. You understand? We saw like there was a time in the UK, the white people from the UK were chanting on the streets. So we are tired of the black people here. Let them go back. They're taking our jobs. Like, when you are crossing over, you know what has taken you to those countries. Of course, you're not just going to laze around. You're going there to look for money. So you have to work. So when these people were coming out and chanting on the streets like, oh, black people have to be taken back to their countries. Oh, we are tired of black people. You know, it was like, what? So we are not needed anymore. Let me tell you, my people, Africa, we have very, very beautiful resources. We have gold, we have oil, we have diamonds, we have all the resources that you'll ever want. You understand? So these countries just feel like they still smells Africa. They still have the urge for Africa. You understand? So it's time for our governments, our African leaders to all come together and make sure that we create employment. You understand? It's high time for the African leaders to make sure that Africa has quality schools. They offer quality educations, where even colleges, whereby our kids can go to school and learn and just be like the American education and just be like a Chinese education, rather than just everyone wanting to go abroad, you know. And this is now high time for my black African people to just remain in Africa and let us make our Africa great, because we are not wanted out there. We are not wanted. As I told you earlier, so many people will feel like they don't trust Trump's regime or Trump's government. There are those one who are searching how to become citizens of other countries like Canada, New Zealand, Australia, UK. There are those couples who are dating from America to Europe. They'll have just to go and live together. These are white people who do not trust Trump at all. So if you want to trust Trump, you have to trust him at your own risk. But we have to also weigh, is he right? He wants America to be great, or he just feels like us black people, we are going there to take to steal jobs, or we want to colonize America. I don't know what you think. Let's have an interactive yeah, let's share this and have an interactive moment down there at the comment. I'm called Irene ShOCK, and don't worry, I'm coming from this banana plantation. It has really rained, and I thought like this will be I'm looking I thought of looking for good light so that you people can see me. And this is Kenya, Africa. You can see it's so beautiful. And to my people in the Caribbean countries, Jamaica, Haiti, Bahamas, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, we love you so much. Be careful if you are from Africa and you are in USA. We love you so much, and let's join hands together and build our Africa and make our Africa great. So to my sisters and brothers in the United States and my aunt in California, I love you. One love. Mwah. Bye bye from Irene. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button. Let us always have interactive moments through this sharing videos, and let us pray for the world to have peace. Yeah, bye bye.